It's gotta
okay.
be a good one. What you got?
I'm even better than I was a minute ago.
That's actually
lying.
semi-believable.
I want to wait a
You're
minute.
playing
And
D&D.
I want to wait another minute and see if the trend continues, if that's okay.
No, this is taking too long.
Mm-mm.
On that note,
We'll start playing by midnight.
okay.
That's 2 hours after you go to bed.
That's true.
I said good morning to Matt and Frank this morning with nothing but brain rot, and they were very upset.
I told him to go fuck himself immediately.
That doesn't
Why?
sound like Frank.
What happened? And why?
I said, Skibbity Ohio Riz, good
Oh
morning.
God.
Oh, Jesus.
My response was justified. Thank you.
Yeah, basically.
Server muted him, so he can hear all of what you're about to say, but he can't talk back. So go ahead.
Aww.
Oh no, I mean I already.
Oh, okay. You already gave it to him.
I've already thrown up. Thank you.
Okay, he's back. So, last time on D&D, you guys headed out to the east to follow Malhoun. You guys ran into a wandering merchant that you ended up getting a riddle from that you were not able to complete because it was.
I don't think that's bullshit.
You know, it's actually funny if you look. I looked at some of the comments under the riddle, and
Yeah.
multiple people were guessing farrier.
Of course they
So
are.
technically, it does.
However,
And you did
I
not
do,
get the
I
alchemical
do,
job.
I do concede that riddles have to be perfectly correct. So even though it is bullshit, it's par for the course.
We also did have the right answer as well.
Correct. Someone did say the right answer.
Yes, but this one was a more correct answer.
Yeah,
the
but
riddle.
we just ignore the hell out of the dude who's right.
It's just
I
the
mean,
200-year-old incorrect riddle. That's fine, I guess.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Oh, I sleep fine. It's Gabagoolio who's tormented by things.
I do have my demons, literally.
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 Yeah, you went to this town, the town of Bree. After leaving Hobbiton, everyone does still have, I believe, a 1 temp HP meal that they can eat. They took on the road with them. So you made it to Bree. You ended up going to the inn and asking around about Malhoun with your minor illusion over the picture of him from the wanted poster. The innkeeper said that he knows some stuff, but he would like some help with something first before he tells you exactly where he went and anything he would have said. And you guys said, sure. Turns out there's an owl bear that has been coming to this village and has been mostly killing children. So it is a worrisome sight indeed. And the innkeeper said, hey, there's a local library if you want to go do some research on it, or just go ask around town. Don't, before you go, and just to kind of find out wherever its nest is. First thing you guys did was go to the library. You found, let's do this as a quick reminder, a book that says that their hide is very good against slashing. They have aversion to fire, so they're not going to take more damage from it, but they're going to be scared of it. And they have a weakness to acid. And then half of you guys went and you found out where the nest was with the tracks. And as someone was questioning someone, you found out about the founder of the town. The founder of the town, Lindar Wyndham. And he might know more about owl bears in general. He used to be a hunter. Then you go up to this shop and you talk to him, and he tells you that you shouldn't use blunt objects against it because its hide is extremely good against that.
But
Don't even try.
It's also good against slashing.
Well, yeah, so it'd be blunt. The slashing it is resistant to. Blunt, don't even try it.
Wow.
Was that.
Touche.
And then you learned the story of his past because he was acting very shady and shifty, and I did an insight check. Turns out he was not giving you
And I
all the truth.
succeeded.
You did. It's a miracle.
Which is crazy.
I hope you enjoy that feeling because it'll never happen again.
I don't expect it to.
We should never roll insight ever again. Understood.
Turns out in the founding of the town, they were friends with an owl bear, but then they had to move its nest because it was in the best place possible. They thought it was going to be okay. Turns out it wasn't okay, and the owl bear ended up breaking its own egg as someone tried to defend themselves. The rest of the people that founded the town went their separate ways and haven't been heard from ever again, but this owl bear is apparently out for revenge against this mayor for doing it in its mind, for being
Who has
essentially
done it, Daisy?
it seems the mayor thinks that, not the mayor because there is no mayor, but essentially the leader thinks that he is the reason, because the owlbear knows he's here, he is the reason that the owlbears are attacking. You do get the sense that he is rather cowardly because he knows this but didn't say anything until pressured by you guys. But he did agree, at least under a charmed person, to go with you guys to the owl nest. And that is currently where we are. You are still in the house, but you are about to leave. Or the owlbear nest. Unless you would like to do anything else beforehand, for any reason at all. Someone did point out the option is you could still leave if you wanted to.
We would.
But then
I don't think
someone
we
else
should.
said that then the owlbear would still keep doing what it's doing.
And children would keep dying.
Exactly.
I bet it was Gabagolio who suggested to leave.
I don't think it was.
It wasn't.
I'm pretty sure I
It
said
was
we should.
out of
It sounds
was out
too
of
much like
character,
all
Ross.
of your characters.
I said
right,
we
but it was
should-
out of character, Ross. It wasn't even in character.
I said we should leave this guy behind because he'll definitely get killed because he's just a frail old commoner. But
That's a reasonable take.
Yeah, the discussion that was being had is do you keep him with you or do you leave him behind?
I've
'Cause-
done like 3 reasonable sessions in a row. I deserve some credit.
Have yourself a Scooby snack.
I could always disguise self as him. I mean, you can leave him here.
I think the whole point was to get him to give an apology. Like
That
a
was one of the-
heartfelt
yeah.
one.
I think we bring the old man with us.
No, no.
Get him on his knees.
What?
And we
Where
have
are you
to
going?
apologize.
We don't need him to finish any sentence ever again.
Just like
Oh, so yeah,
one.
let's just cut his tongue out.
I was gonna say I could just go walk up behind him right now and end this, and we don't have to worry about it.
Wow.
What?
I
You
think
okay,
what he
buddy?
apologizes.
Do I have
Maybe
new
apologize to
brothers?
the
I
owlbear.
felt. I feel like I came in this cabin knowing you guys pretty good.
You did what in this cabin?
Oh!
All right. Well, you guys all have a good night.
Wait a minute. Why are we talking about just killing him?
I don't know.
I think
Pay
they want to
attention.
speed
Pay
up the
attention, Mike.
timeline.
Just
I thought,
reading your
I thought
head?
it was on the table where we're just dragging him out there and having him apologize to the owlbear.
I think he's coming willingly.
Well, begrudge. It's
Charmed
kind of like
still.
He should atone for his sins.
the tone
Taking a strange
suggests he
turn.
doesn't really want to be here. But he did not
I mean, that's
say
true
no.
of anyone who's done something wrong and has to apologize for it. Is you generally wish it hadn't happened.
I don't know. Greaser's very okay doing stuff wrong and then apologizing for it.
He's made somewhat of a career of
Whoops, sorry I ate your book.
it.
You know what? This isn't your week. Have yourself another pumpkin and sit down for a bit.
That's what he
Any
wants.
bridges? Woo! Rewarding my behavior.
It's not
You're
a
just going to
punishment
teach him to
be
do
allowed
bad
say.
things in order to get a pumpkin.
I I enjoy that we've all agreed he can be trained like a puppy.
So he would say, well, like I said, I'd follow you. Just, I mean, I know I'm here to apologize. Just please try not to let me die.
We won't let you die.
I think enough blood has been shed.
We're gonna
I
try.
agree. That's slightly less. That's yes, okay.
Slightly
little bit
more
less faith
honest.
after that comment.
Slightly more accurate. I'll take either.
I don't know if I want to hear honesty right now, but I need it. You're right. No, you're right. This is all about.
That's how we
honesty.
got in this mess in the first place.
We're all. You're right. You're right. You're right. We don't need to get back into this. It's okay. Let's go.
Me seeing. Well, he wrote me into this.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Take my hand, old man. I can help you walk.
I mean, I can walk just fine. You don't need. I don't need anyone to help.
I'm not
Have you
as
seen your-
decrepit
Not
as,
that
as
old.
my portrait depicts.
This portrait makes it look like he's about 4 seconds from croaking.
I'm pretty sure it's 4 seconds
Ah,
after he died. I think he's
Or,
falling.
yeah.
Look at it.
He's
Look at
on
him,
deck.
Kind of falling.
Only someone had divine sense.
That's what doesn't exist.
That wouldn't help anyway.
So
Because he'd be slightly
you-
behind another character, and that would be kind of full cover.
you make your way.
Divine sense would just tell us that he's fiending. Look at those sunken eyes.
You find
Or to take him
your
out.
way.
Go ahead.
I
Two.
lost my connection to Foundry.
Hey, yeah, you and Keegan.
I'm back.
But you're on the right map. You're definitely not back.
Oh, no. Alright, there's 2 of me now. Whoa.
Yeah, when I went to go move myself, instead I disconnected
gonna-
it. Now I'm clicking the link, and it's not letting.
Is everyone else okay?
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Try to move your character.
Yeah.
Drag your
Yeah. No, we can definitely, and I can see their movements too. So
Vermont.
The entire state just lost internet? It's crazy.
I mean, literally our entire state does go through a single node in Williston. So, the entire state did lose internet when they had a generator blow during generator testing.
That's fun. But I can still
It's
hear
cool though
you,
that
so
they
it's
learned that
definitely not-
vulnerability and then went and did something about it. Right? They did something about it?
Right.
I can't connect.
I'm checking. I am using the Google's DNS, so
Doug Google.
So you guys definitely have internet because we
Yep.
currently are talking to you.
We are
Very
chatting.
true.
Questionable.
But the two of you can't. That
You know
doesn't make any sense.
I don't like your speculation.
I-
They might not have internet. You're speculating.
Is the link pinned? Maybe I have a bad.
It is link. The link is pinned. Yeah. It's family.
Family.
Memory.
Okay, don't worry, guys. I've got the perfect scene for this.
It's looking slightly better,
Hold on. Almost there.
but I'm still not connected.
It's okay. You have until at least until I get the. There we go. There we go. Perfect.
If I go into incognito mode, which disables all my weird little things, and then try, will it work?
I'm like partially afraid to take the server down and restart it. Maybe that would help at the same time. Then maybe nothing will happen.
Well, maybe it just doesn't come back up. Let's see. I'm turning off the.
Telling you it does not support secure connection, and then it will not let me continue to cite.
What? Virus?
Virus.
Virus.
Avirus?
I'm getting connection reset, so we're gonna try the Firefoxy.
That's what I'm using.
Firefox is okay. Let's see. IP config launch DNS. Run it another 6 times just because that is how that works for some godforsaken reason.
What if it needs a 7th?
It's definitely got to be a routing thing if Ross and I both just ate it at the same time.
Well, because I can go to the Foundry main website. This site cannot be reached. The connection was reset.
We're gonna do the really dumb thing. If I boot up my VPN,
I was just about to say, is this starting to sound more and more like a route got fucked up?
yeah, no, that's pretty much what always happens. Yep, bam. At the moment I boot up my VPN,
That's why Discord's
I
still
can connect
working.
out through my VPN. Yeah, it is absolutely like welcome to Vermont. Somebody broke shit.
What do I do? Because I'm not going to just go sign up for a VPN service.
Oh, you don't just have a VPN?
No.
I'm not connected though, Keegan. I'm not seeing.
He is now.
I'm
Oh, there you go. Are you still in there? I don't know.
For better or for worse, there's nothing you can do to fix this.
But alright, we at least did confirm it's a route issue.
It's been years since I've been able to use an inadvertent VPN known as Babelfish. Initially, you could just use the internet through Babelfish, and it's thinking that you're trying to use its translation services, but really you're using them as a VPN to access the internet.
That's great.
Keegan, was your DNS off the VPN set to Google? Or are you routing DNS locally?
I believe it routes everything out.
No, when you're off the VPN, what are you using normally?
Oh, I was on the Google's DNS.
Okay, never mind. I was just wondering if you were using local DNS, that would be a much easier thing
No,
to
it's
change
true.
than a VPN. I don't know if it's a DNS issue or a routing configuration issue.
I'm doubting it's Google DNS because I feel like me
No,
and you,
yeah.
Frank, either use Cloudflare or Google or a
I use
combination of.
Google. Yeah.
I was gonna say I think I have Google as my primary, Cloudflare as my secondary, and then there's one that starts with a number.
Oh, yes, I know which one you're talking about, but I can't remember what it's
It's a
called.
good ternary anyway.
Yeah.
It's not
But yeah,
my
no,
go-to.
Yeah.
7
If you were
VPN
using-
or something like that.
If you're using Google, then it almost certainly is someone at the ISP that you guys both have pushed a routing change.
Ross,
You
you want
do
to
something?
download a VPN and I'll kick you? I tried toggling some settings,
Okay.
but it did not.
1 second, I was going to, because it clearly just broke.
Correct. Moments ago.
Moments ago. Alas, my other thing did not
Were you
work.
gonna notify Burlington Telecom?
No, those days are gone.
It's going to drive there.
No, I used to know people that work there.
Oh, gotcha.
but that was never going to be what I suggested. Okay, well, Keegan, what do I need to do?
Open VPN
No, here I'll kick you some,
or like a
some credentials.
or like a Nordish client.
I don't like Nord. I heard that they were actually selling client data.
That's why I said Nord-ish. Like something that does it for you, or like a VPN client.
Let me figure out which one of my accounts I'm on, and I will kick you some credentials because I think I can have like fucking 12 people logged into this at once.
I used to have an ISP who would constantly re-provision my mandatory router. So like I didn't have to use it as a router, but I had to use it as a modem. And if I set my DNS to Google, they would re-provision me and like reset the settings.
Fuckers.
It sucked.
Alright, Russ. Try that for an account.
Why did you give me your social security number?
I'm really hoping that you'll fix my taxes for me.
Well, the good news is I can't make them worse. Warning, Keegan, you only have 568 days left of your subscription.
That's a lot of days.
You
It's
better
a lot
renew
of
now.
days,
It's
Yeah.
any day now. I am not going to auto-save that password because that doesn't seem like something I should do.
No.
Do
Tattoo
I
it
need
on
to
your
do
body.
anything? Okay, I've logged in.
I'm assuming you can download a client and auto-connect the client.
Downloads. Desktop apps. Windows. Oh, wait, can I just... Oh, no, that's...
Yeah, private internet access is pretty okay. That's how I would sum it.
Nice.
Like, their uptime isn't quite 5 nines, but also it is cheap.
But it is 9.5s.
But it is things.
Yeah, you know, it's currently more reliable than my internet connection.
Fair.
It is solving this strange problem. Where did the login screen go? It popped up asking me to log in. And then I went over to go look at the credentials again, and it went away.
It went, oh yikes, it's Ross, and then it just
It
disappeared.
went, oh man, we don't want him.
Yeah, didn't we just kick him out?
Oh, this is making me feel old. It's not good. I remember when the internet used to come to you in the mail.
Like the Netscape Navigator CD?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh boy, I do not like that. That's a little widget that disappears when you're not using it. You can't. It doesn't pop back up again or show that it's in service.
And it's currently just scraping all your data.
Where does it fucking go when it pops down?
Probably into your
Uh,
taskbar in the bottom right.
It's
No.
the little bland lock icon.
Oh my god, it's the same fucking color as the backdrop. It's it's a square. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why?
so you don't accidentally turn it off.
Oh, okay. Now when it's on, it has a little green dot. It's much more visible, but yep. And I'm connected.
Yay! Guys, we did a thing.
Forgot
Proud
that
of us all.
Woo!
Did we fix
Password
it? Everyone's
protected.
in? Nice. Good job.
Everyone in? What is everyone's name yet?
It's just taking me forever to remember how to spell family.
Okay, we're good.
So you see where that green dot is? I was looking for it before that green dot was there.
See nothing wrong with this.
God, that actually is pretty bad.
I just thought it went away until you said that it had a little decal there.
Wow.
I was just swearing because it would go away and I'd have to reopen it from the search bar. Oh, now I gotta get in character and I'm cranky.
We have successfully. Well, it should be fine. We have successfully switched seats.
Hold on, I'll be getting a character. Family.
Family.
Yes, family.
Family.
Speaking of family, we have to make amends for this broken family.
So currently, Lindar. I just combined his first and last name. Lindar
Lint
is a little bit
chocolate.
behind. A little behind you guys. He definitely still visible, definitely still walking. But this is the scene that's in front of you. Currently, there is a large, imposing owlbear figure.
But we have agreed to cast animals, speak to animals prior to
Sure,
being in visible sight of it.
sure.
Oh,
Because you are coming
I
about
am
to
also
be
going
in
to
invisible sight.
teleport. Not teleport. Telepath. Sorry.
Teleport.
I do not have a way
Roll
to speak.
your telepathy die. 2 hours.
Who are you hitting with that?
I'm gonna hit the same people I hit every time, which is
Family.
No one remembers.
family.
It's crazy that now you can hit 4 people with that.
I can.
Family.
Is that because you can hit 5?
I'm gonna hit family with that. I can hit. Hold on, I think it's 2 people.
I'm technically an animal and you can already speak to me, so.
That's not how
I
this
just
works.
understand you better now.
That's exactly how that works.
It's not.
I
No.
think you don't know how this works.
You already understood each other
It's the-
enough because you're family.
It's the proficiency bonus. So I will tie.
That's 2 right now.
So, I think we've gone over this before. If you hit me, I can hit someone else.
Correct.
And then that gives us 3 instead of 2.
Right. So Gabagoolio, and who is most likely to talk to the owlbear?
I don't have speak to animals, so I
I can cast
We're
speak with
at-
animals on anybody.
I think there are 3 of you that have speak with animals.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no,
Family.
okay, only 2.
I'm
a
thinking
I do not.
talker, and I have +4 to persuasion.
let me take a quick peeky. I've got oh, I don't think I have that. Hold on, I need D&D.
So I have a
Beyond.
-2 persuasion, but I do have a +2 animal handling. So
What do you think Mike will make you use?
it
lowest
really
one?
is like if it starts getting worse, it starts being more animal, and my chances go up.
No,
I'm
they don't.
just
Because I
saying.
also have +4 animal handling.
I
Oh.
have charm person as well as speak with animals.
This isn't a person. You can't
I
use
have
charm
the
person on it.
I have
Okay.
the sleep spell.
And I have Charm Owlbear.
Fuck.
I'm gonna use it on Gabagoolio and Cruiser because I trust Brixton to behave himself more.
So if
I
I
admire that
comprehend
logic.
language, I believe it takes a pact slot, or is it a
Yes,
feature?
but it's not. You can't comprehend language.
Or sorry, not comprehend language. Sorry, speak with animals. My bad.
Yes,
That's
unless it's something that says that it doesn't take a slot.
yeah, I don't see.
Can you
anything
ritual
that says-
cast and not take a slot? Frank, you play a warlock.
I don't think they can.
No, you cannot ritual cast as a. I don't even know if you can ritual cast anything as a warlock.
I don't.
I think you
believe
need
so.
something special for it. Yeah.
Very specifically says so.
So yeah,
Okay.
it would be better if it wasn't me that casted speak with animals, but I can do it.
I already have.
Oh, you already did. Good.
I don't know if
Which
more
one of us
than
get-
one of us.
I had D&D Beyond up. I didn't see that.
It's self,
You
right?
Speak.
Yeah, self.
It is self.
Okay, so I'm actually going to take. I'm actually going to take back what I said because I do want the person who's speaking with the animal to be able to communicate freely. So I'm just going to throw caution to the wind.
As something you also learned that I forgot to say, if an owlbear gets angry, it will eventually become unenraged. Like it's a thing.
Okay, so
Wait, what?
In case anything, like you learned through the live. Wow,
We've lost connection to the server.
everyone just
Right.
lost connection.
Yeah.
The server just went down.
I wonder if New Hampshire learned from Vermont's mistakes and also fucked up.
Oh, we're dead again.
Yay! Automatically propagating route tables.
It would depend
now
on
I've lost
where.
connection.
It would depend
This is
on
Massachusetts.
who hosts. Well, isn't it being hosted online? Like hosted on your
Yeah,
computer?
it's New York from a New York data center.
Yeah.
Which is currently up.
But to Keegan's point on the propagating data tables, yeah, that's probably exactly what happened. It probably started at a Vermont
keep going.
ISP.
Ross just reconnected.
Okay.
I guess try and reconnect people. See what
I'm
happens.
refreshing.
Whoop.
I
Oh, he's gone.
It's
He's really
Don't
stable.
tell me
it
what to do.
unloaded me. I was
Oh.
doing it.
You do it.
We're going.
I'm gonna disconnect for a moment and just see.
Oh, if we can do it without the VIP.
When you
Yeah.
start messing with routing tables at the ISP level, it's a complete and absolute nightmare.
We're gonna unvip and then rejoin.
I'm
He's
also
undipping.
gone.
Well,
Yeah, I
that's-
can't get the
but
page to reload.
Let me restart it. Don't think that's gonna help. Will do.
I was just about to punch that owlbear in the face before anyone got a chance to talk.
No, he allowed that one. Of the things that actually happened, that's the only one.
Damn it.
What service is this technically?
Play.gg.
Well, it's communication-johns.gl.at.ply.gg.
Great, now they're gonna have to go through and delete that from the stream.
I didn't say the port number.
7.
Isn't the port always the same generic number?
No, that's what's assigned uniquely, usually.
Okay, the server is back up.
Doubtful.
Prove it.
The port is unique. I will say that.
There are many TCP and UDP ports.
And this one is mine.
Yeah, I would argue it's ours, but
Family.
Family.
Good,
I still can't connect.
I can't either. The site cannot be reached. Let's see.
To the theater of the mind.
The other option is that play.gg just went down.
Also, well, see, the only reason I would say no is because it was down earlier today, and it said everything was offline. Currently, it still says everything is connected and online.
But it was
It
down
feels
good.
earlier today.
It does feel
Yeah.
connected and online.
But
Okay,
make it
there is actively talk in their Discord server
of it being
about
down.
stuff being down.
Oh, okay.
Application error, mine is down.
Yeah, it must be because I
Mine
just
just
ran a,
hasn't changed yet. Got it.
I just ran a trace route and I was able to get through at least their domain without
Yeah.
any issue.
I just did the same thing right to their domain. Yep.
Because if it was a routing issue, that trace route would have failed at some point.
So they just went down
And-
after
yeah.
there was also a routing issue. And
Yeah, two different
maybe it
things.
wasn't.
I don't know if there was a routing issue. I think
Maybe
maybe
it wasn't.
maybe it was a routing issue on their end.
Yeah, it's more likely that something happened and they were just the first to experience it.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
Like-
hey, where are you hosted, Mike?
What do you
New
mean?
York?
Mexico.
Yeah, New York's currently down. They actually have a really pretty solid detector thing. Here you go. We have a oh god, 99% uptime, 64% in the last 24 hours. Oof.
Yeah, they've been updated.
They were down for 7 hours and 11 minutes earlier today. So that was
So
a
they were
pretty
doing
significant. Yeah, it was a pretty significant maintenance window. So something didn't work properly.
Nope.
oh my god, go to ply.gg, Frank.
Okay.
That doesn't look good, right?
I think that may be. I think
Are
that
you
may be
saying-
fine.
Playit.gg or ply.gg?
Ply.gg.
So ply is what's in the URL that we actually go to when we connect. You go to ply. Okay, that might be
yeah, it
normal.
is.
Random
Yeah, I think that is
pl-
normal.
Okay.
I don't because they wouldn't have a website. Like their entire business appears to be just
Yeah.
providing domains for other people.
I've never heard of this thing before. This play it thing.
I hadn't either until that fateful day when
Where I
Comcast-
almost just
when
stopped playing
Comcast
D&D
happened.
altogether.
When you almost broke down and bought Fantasy Grounds.
No,
let's not get crazy.
I would have stopped. I wasn't going to put that much money into it.
That's fair. You'd have to buy everything all over again.
I would.
Hey, if you guys go to ping.ply.gg, good.
Okay, try it again. I think I just got it to switch data centers.
Probably a different port.
Ping.ply.gg. I don't know. Oh, here's
no,
the problem though. I can't choose what I connect
Everything's
to.
down.
well, so I'm getting told I'm connecting to Seattle right now.
I'm connected to New York. That tells you where you
Well,
connect.
Seattle is operational.
Yeah, but so here's
can
the
switch
problem
to-
though. I can't connect to something that's not New York.
No, but you're connecting to what?
If you cleared your cache, you probably would connect to the new.
Mine is at least trying really hard. Hey, here we go. I'm loading.
Do I need to do anything fancy?
I just
We're currently waiting on DNS propagation right now. Mike made some updates. It's
I changed the server to Seattle because Seattle's still up.
Yep.
They've been up for the most time today. Oh, no, it still
and it's now down.
I think it could happen.
I was gonna say it's probably not stable.
Oh, it's definitely not stable.
How unstable?
What's weird to me is like we should be able to just route to your shit, except for Verizon's really terrible.
Comcast.
Or
Okay.
Comcast.
But don't get me wrong, Verizon's also terrible, just for a
Yeah.
different reason.
I'm gonna close this browser window and try this again. I
That's a
need to
good idea.
reshare my screen, but okay, this is definitely seems to be more promising.
It's not more promising for me.
I guess I only said it was more promising because it's just a black screen instead of a white screen error screen.
I got nothing yet. It's still just new tab.
If
Yeah.
you go to the ping, has ping changed for you yet?
Can't hit ping right now. There we go. No, still
Ping
New York.
is no, it's New York.
New York
But that
2.
wouldn't.
Mine's in Seattle.
Mine switched to Seattle almost immediately. Like literally, Mike was saying he made that change, and I got Seattle.
I still can't connect, but it does say Seattle.
Mike making that change would have no bearing on.
Yeah,
that.
where we connect in from. Because it's
Okay.
probably one VPN internally, and we just connect to whatever server we connect to.
Oh god, every single one of their servers currently has red.
Yeah. They're not.
Sorry,
They're
their
having
IT
a
guy,
really bad day.
their IT guy is on
Yeah.
vacation, and they thought that a call center would cover any issues that came up. So the real enemy is that nobody wants to work anymore.
That's right. Kids these days. Damn avocado toast.
Damn avocado toast. Why?
The avocado toast thing is now old enough to vote.
True. Congratulations, avocado toast.
We've graduated to Skibidi to Ohio Riz.
All of this because I can't port forward on a Comcast router.
The music is appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, they're currently getting DDoSed.
It does appear that way, yeah.
Yeah, no, like they actually announced like they were currently preparing for a an upgrade. And like while they were upgrading stuff, they started experiencing DDoS traffic.
Boo.
What does this service do other than host our
Well,
D&D
so
shenanigans?
it
Hosts
doesn't.
hosts a ton of different game servers and just various servers.
Isn't it just a proxy though? I don't think it hosts anything. I think it's just it does like pass through, doesn't it? Like connection pass through. That was
I
my
don't know.
understanding.
I mean, Mike's instance of
It does do traffic routing.
okay, but the Foundry instance has to be hosted somewhere.
It's on his computer, but I think this is a global. So yeah, it's a global proxy. So what it does is it kind of puts us on. It just forwards the traffic, so we connect through a server client connection, and then instead of requiring port forwarding, it just broadcasts the signal.
I didn't realize that Mike. I didn't realize you were running the Foundry server on your computer still. For some reason, I thought it was like cloud hosted.
No, it's still here.
Okay.
And I still just need to give you a VM with it on my server.
We had talked about some things like that.
But then it started working, so then we didn't need to do anything.
Yeah, we didn't. We stopped when. Yeah,
Yeah, we were at the point of taking extreme actions, like a VM
we
on
were
Keegan
very
server.
close.
Why
still
don't? This doesn't feel like this is gonna get solved soon.
I don't think it's going to. No.
Why doesn't Mike share the map as a screen, and we all share our D&D Beyond character sheets, and we just do a virtual tabletop by saying what we're gonna do, screening our dice rolls.
I mean,
I'll allow it.
sure.
What am I going to do? Just gotta share this screen.
Do you want a video ninja? Oh, you have one, I think, actually. Use it.
Ah, oh, you're right. I do have one.
Oh.
And
Yeah, you know what?
Where
I'm
is
sharing
the
audio.
Ninja? Avirath Quest. Yeah.
and then I'm gonna use this scene.
I was gonna say we should be able to see each other's roles. We're all in the same party, so
Yeah.
we can see each other's roles.
Oh, hey.
Oh yeah, there's a game log here. Hey.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, as long as I just get D&D Beyond up, I can see everyone's everything.
We've got our Thumber Chad dice going.
God.
Damn right I do.
You know what's really funny? Like,
No.
hilariously funny. I was
Like-
looking at there's a virtual tabletop called Above Tabletop that literally just goes right above. Like it's essentially a free overlay for D&D Beyond maps that you can just put your characters in and it rolls everything in there, but it's not automated at all. So I didn't do anything with it. Earlier today, I was like, oh, I can try this out tonight. And then I didn't see any automation and I decided not to set anything up for it. And now I'm a fool.
Now you're the second.
What an
biggest
absolute fool.
Right?
Turn in your badge and your dice.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. And Nick, because it's easier for me, I'm using your dice rolls on the screen.
You can't set the game log as its own side panel. There's only the one side panel, and it goes into that side panel where where all of your additional information is.
Well, yeah.
That's
What?
Oh.
You think they would make good stuff, man?
I hope.
No, I keep forgetting that the actual sheet and the existence of the sheet was another company that they bought, and then every single thing they've done from that moment forward has been terrible.
It might. What happens if
Yes.
you click that button in D&D Beyond?
The world explodes.
Okay, so that launches, but no, maps is terrible. I don't have anything
All
in
right.
there.
Maps, we're going. You're not hosting a game session. What the hell?
I'm not hosting a game session. It's a bad idea.
Just throw an owlbear onto a blank screen and we'll just go with it.
No.
Oh,
We're playtesting this live. Do it.
I didn't know if maps actually had like some modicum of
You could if you do a pre-made adventure, they're not bad.
and
You can make it work.
either way, it would be rough on the fly, probably. To just
It
do it
would
right
be.
now.
Completely blank screen, a single owlbear.
I just didn't know if it would be able to have our dice rolls and our character sheets side by side,
It would be.
or if that's too much to ask.
Okay.
2-hour
is
fight to the
fantastic.
death.
I have a
In
scene
the
of
void.
sorts up. I have a scene that works. We've got Brixham's rolls and the DM screen.
Okay. So
That's
You.
That's usable. Oh, cool! I connected to Los Angeles.
Sick.
New York's still down. I think that's really the only. It's starting to just force me to go through New York. So unless New York miraculously comes up,
I'm just gonna
It's
keep
not gonna
refreshing, and maybe someday I'll
Sure.
get in, but I won't worry about it. If I don't get in,
okay. So you're here. The old man is a little bit farther behind, not in plain sight yet.
How am I looking at this?
pessimistic.
What do you mean? Video ninja, right? Or am I scary? Screen sharing?
Hold
What
on.
am I doing?
I can hold on. I have a link that people can connect to see your stuff. I'll put it in Discord right now. I
Okay.
forgot that I would have to send that. If you click
Found
that,
it.
you'll be able to see the screen.
Hey, cool.
Hey.
Love it. Love it.
Oh, we can. Oh no, never mind.
There's. We should be fine because we're not going to get to. I started putting notes on the map for the next area, and that would make this much more difficult because then you could just see everything. But for right now, it's fine.
Yeah, we good. We good. We just gotta fight this owl bear.
If I bring
just
up
gotta fight
D&D
for
Beyond
it.
on my phone, I can have the game log there.
Guys.
And desperate.
Do you remember when
Yeah.
they did that for Xbox 360?
I do.
You can get an app for your tablet, so you can
What was
access
it?
the.
It was something glass, right?
I think so. You can access like your inventory and your menus of the game you were playing.
Yep, because they saw
They're trying to push.
the Wii
Yeah.
U and they were like, we need to imitate that chunk piece of garbage.
It's
Oh,
true.
important question. What was the name of that goofy thing that D&D Beyond tried to build?
Sigil?
Sigil. I was trying to
yeah.
remember the name of it before. We should just be using that right now.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna say this is still a better experience than Sigil.
It is. 'Cause
What we're
we
doing
can
right
somehow
now-
make it work.
Yeah, this is definitely more modular and easier to adapt. We just guessed how to fix this, and it worked.
Okay, so here you are. What would you like to do? The owl bear hasn't seemed to notice you, but is just kind of resting. You do see its ears like move a little bit occasionally, so it is resting on some form of alert.
Can I coast my way over to? Well, actually, I want a chameleon carapace and then stealth my way over to the trees.
This
Yeah,
one
that.
or that one? That the right one?
That
This
one right there. Yeah.
Roll stealth.
And then I want to get up to
Show
that
the
tree.
grid. I don't know if that's possible. If you can't show the grid, then that's fine.
I don't think I can.
Okay, that's fine.
I do appreciate that we will have, if our brother
it's-
fails, we will have
technically
a
it's supposed
boy
to be with
90 feet away from us.
Here, we'll get the advantage.
Oh,
in
there we go. Perfect.
Okay, thank you.
It was a
So
23.
roll it. Okay, you feel pretty stealthy. You
I don't know how
go
anyone can be
over
stealthy
here.
with those Thunderchat dice in the ground.
All right.
What would anyone else like to do?
I don't have speak to animals, so I'm not running forward and speaking to this animal.
I would have cast Speak with Animals as we were walking up.
And
And
just to be
sure.
clear, it's Gabagulio and Brexit that have
Correct.
telepathy.
And I will telepathy what I need to probably mostly Ripple, but if I have to switch to Kreezor, I will.
Okay.
I'm gonna break off to the left.
Would you like to roll stealth?
Not really, but
Everybody
Oof.
cover your eyes. I'm about to open up the character sheet.
All right. You getting the beer?
The stream can see it.
ah,
I cannot.
My immersion!
Okay. So you start coasting over to the left, and about here, you see its ears perk up and kind of turn in your direction, and you see it open its eyes a little bit.
Walk forward when I see that. And speaking with animals, hello, Mr. or Owl Bear.
You know it's
come-
We know
Mrs.
it's a mother.
I forgot.
Mr. and Mrs. Owlbear.
Nailed it. Misgendered the owlbear.
That makes them even
Immediately
angrier.
just charges the entire distance.
No.
Okay.
I like
So
new
you're
characters.
walking up. Is anyone else walking up with you?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I would stay behind Brixham, but with him.
I want to be a little bit more to the right.
You see its ears kind of move. You see its eyes like fully open at this point. And it kind of just stares down at you. And it just asks, What why are you here?
We've come on behalf of the city. We
Town.
brought a
Village.
general town, village. Everything's really big to me. You are massive. Not in a negative way.
He just kind of
really
walks
tall.
forward a couple steps.
She kind of walked
She.
forward.
She.
The hell is happening?
Not me
here?
doing it.
This is
God
garbage.
damn it.
The DM is making the owlbear angry on purpose.
Everybody goes down a level.
No.
Do not
Anything but
pass
that.
go. You do not collect 200 gold.
Just blame Comcast when you go down a level.
I do for everything.
Yeah.
Comcast is the reason my parents divorced.
He's not specifically walking aggressively, but when you said that when you say those words, you just see her kind of get even taller, a little bit larger, and then just start slowly walking towards you.
Say telepathically, this isn't going so well. Let me try something else. And then I'll speak with animals again. We know of your history with the town. We've brought someone with us today who wanted to apologize for how things went down.
She stops in her tracks.
And I'll wave I forget his name. I'll wave him forward.
Yeah, we're just
Lindar Windham, which I only remember because of how important it was, and not because his character sheet just opened up.
He walks forward a couple
right.
steps, shaking, visibly shaking, and the owlbear makes eye contact with him, knows him immediately, and lets out a massive scream. And we're gonna roll for initiative.
Oh, this went well.
Owlbear never forgets. Always said
We
that.
all knew this was gonna happen.
It tells you how hard of a time we're gonna have. I didn't know that.
It's not actually accurate because CR is still garbage.
We're in a good position, but we could get hit pretty hard. Like,
I
I'm
rolled
not
a
a.
20. Well, I'll take a 19, I guess.
I don't like.
enjoy that this is one of the best initiatives I've rolled with this character, and I'm still in 4th place.
I'm a bit concerned that. Oh yeah, the old guy told us he wouldn't fight. We knew that. We
He
get
is
5
locked
actions.
eyes with him though.
Yeah, no, he's dead.
I'm gonna throw him on the combat tracker though, because maybe he runs fast.
He's
Give
faster
the
than
poor
me.
man advantage.
The owlbear will have to
He-
get through me to get to him.
It's true. Kreezer, you're hidden. It did not notice you move there.
Alright. I would then love
Move on to the next town.
Yep, our work here is done.
I would love to
Would you like to move or would you like to?
strike. Yeah, red full strike for
Your first turn.
Alright. Yeah, so I'm gonna shoot with a longbow. I am
Gonna hit it with a
No
long.
one look at the screen for a bit. I gotta check stats. You do not hit it.
you know, I was kind of worried about that.
You would get, but that was advantage. You did. Yeah, you do your hand. You can roll again.
Okay.
Also does not hit.
It was better.
It was better.
I don't.
So you know it's
forget that.
above a 14 AC now.
Thank God for that.
Oh, that went so poorly. I had this whole plan, and I was gonna hit it with an ensnaring strike, and it was gonna definitely fail the strength save, and now it's knows where I am and angry.
It is angry and does know where you are.
I will, I guess.
It is still a decent raise.
You do realize
I'll
intelligence
hunter's mark
is way
it,
up, right?
and then it'll at least have a hunter's mark on it. That's the best
What is
that I
that?
can manage.
You didn't tell us to look away when you opened it that time.
No, that's fine. You know what's funny? Because some of those numbers are wrong anyway, because I modified the creature in side notes. So you still don't know how much damage it
Fair
does.
enough.
Nothing worse than having no. Like the only thing worse than having no damage is having bad.
Exactly.
Hey, Rose,
Okay.
I'm a data engineer. Fuck you.
bad data's a bad thing.
Yeah.
He's right. Okay. You can't make it over there. So it's going to make it to the first target that it can. The only target that it can. It's going to make a ravage attack against Brixham.
That's quite the big plus.
And it's gonna miss. And that's all it can do on its turn. Adam.
Wonderful news.
It does know you're there, so you do not currently get advantage. You would
Yeah,
have
but
to-
like, you know,
But Brixham's close to it, though.
Brixton is close to it, and I am actually going to use, oh god, what is this called?
Sacred hand.
You don't have an excuse anymore. You have D&D Beyond, so
So I'm
you
gonna
can
use steady aim, which will make it so I don't move it all this turn, and I get an advantage on my next attack roll.
Great.
Makes it so I don't move.
It makes it so I don't
That's
move
all.
and nothing else. All right, and
Nice.
so I have advantage, which you can't select advantage. Wow, I've never realized how awful this client is to actually play the game. And that's a crit.
Yeah.
Here's Thumber
You want to roll again? See if you double
Showed
crit
up on the screen.
for you. You just you
The
can roll your-
experience is
Where
so
do
close
we get to
you.
change the dice set?
It's in your account settings.
All right, so it's going to be
Or no, under collections.
this.
Sorry.
So 16 plus
Okay.
5
That's 21.
plus 8,
Yeah. Plus 8. Hold on.
and then I need to roll, and then a d6 on top of that.
Okay, roll that D6.
I don't know how. Wait, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Yep, I got it.
Come on.
Plus 3.
For real though, I don't know how.
And it's the die in the lower left-hand corner. Is how you roll manually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You do a big hit.
That was a big hit.
That was a big hit.
Big hit. He's a big boy.
That big. Well, no, that big. So you do realize it. I mean, it definitely doesn't calm down fully, but that big hit makes it. You see it like almost start to drop out of a rage and get a little bit more defensive, and then it goes back. And then it sees Linda, and it just goes back into a full rage.
Oh, lynch truffle. All right, that's my turn.
Ripple.
I
Hopefully none
am
of us
going
do.
to move diagonally down into the right, so that if it
How many
it's,
feet?
I want to swing away enough. One backwards. Right there.
50. Got it.
Basically, I don't want it to be able to touch me and Brixham without getting an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast a level 2 chromatic orb at it, healing acid damage.
Ooh.
Which
So
we
for-
learned he doesn't enjoy.
Gee.
No.
So
This episode ever gets turned into a video,
so
it's just
I
going to be
hit the
called the
cast
misgendered
button,
owl
and
bear.
Which we learned that they do not enjoy.
It didn't roll it, did it? It just.
I don't see
You have to
any
press
roll.
the plot. You have to press the. Wait.
What?
Is it a con save or is it a spell hit?
Then attack. Chromatic Orb's an attack.
You should be able to just roll, click the button next to under hit/DC.
I don't see a hit/DC. Oh, maybe I do.
Half?
There it should be.
That's just damage.
Oh, sorry. Let me do the.
That does
Damn.
hit.
It's good damage.
Damn. That's a damn good damage. It is bloody.
22.
And is it weak to acid?
Yeah.
So does that extra damage too, or just?
Yeah, no, I added the extra damage. It did 40 damage.
You know what? This game doesn't. Oh, wow.
Oh wow, yeah, we can. We're beating the crap out
What?
of this thing.
You are. It looks like it's about ready to. It looks like it is ready to back down at this point. You do that, and it. Do you have anything else you'd like to do before?
I don't really have bonus actions.
Okay, so you do that, and as it looks like it's about to just drop down and like power, it lets out a very loud screech at the end of your turn. And I need everyone but Kreezor to make a Constitution saving throw.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay, let's learn how that works.
Yeah, this setup,
you're
I'm
good.
good. I'm very good, actually. Yeah.
I'm not.
That's not fair. That's not
I
good
pl-
from. That's
Anybody?
across the guard towards it. Brixton, you wanna?
Did I?
Yeah. Trying. Clicked on it, but well, what do I?
Click on the
Oh,
plus
no,
number
it's
next
nice,
to
buddy.
con.
How do I?
Thank you. Thank you. I did not make it.
How do
better.
I?
I'm gonna roll.
That was the worst set of con saves I've ever seen.
I need to roll a
How do you
few
roll
more
what?
times to change my. So I did roll already, but I need to change my
I already
dice.
saw
Those are obnoxious.
Oh boy.
There we go.
You all take 20 thunder damage.
So you take 20 thunder damage.
Yeah.
The old man passes out. He's not dead, but he passes out.
That's
His ears,
Oh,
some little
that's
bit of
loud.
blood just starts to pour down his ears, but you can see him still breathing. And then it just starts to or it covers its head and kind of buries its head down. And it's Brixton's turn.
All right.
I mean, take 20. Take 20 right here. Alright. This is really easy because you just all go down to single digits.
Real cool. Real cool.
I'm gonna get 0, but I'm putting out 1 so you can go on the death save or anything.
I don't think he would. I think that's one of those things where he would just disappear from the map.
Right, no, you're right, because he's not technically NPC, so
He's
that's
not
especially why he's down at wood.
The number of times I've watched you make that mistake where it's like, boop,
Oh.
he's off.
And I can't get him back in the combat. It's the worst part. But yeah, so currently, it is towering, looking like it is no longer enraged and is just in full defensive mode
What
with
would I?
a very big offense.
I'm almost dead. I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself,
Sure.
and then I'll go near the old man. As I'm walking away, I'm saying, we can end this. No one needs to die. We can end this. Just, you gotta stop attacking the kids from the town. Otherwise, this is gonna end one way.
Okay. She still doesn't look like she looks like the change is still there. She's not aggressive. She's fully defensive. She doesn't look like she has any want to attack, especially after that sentence. It is Gabagulio's turn.
I wouldn't have any more to like say anything to telepathically to anyone.
No, that would have been your. Well, no, you didn't take an action. Well, you did. You went invisible. You didn't take an action.
Okay.
So yeah, you said your heart. Gabaguli, it's your turn. What would you like to do, Mr. Lego Dice?
Can spells be non-lethal?
Tell me what you're trying to do. What do you?
I was
what do
already
you-
in that state.
I want to use Phantasmal Force to make like a cage around the owlbear, so if it were to try to like touch the cage, it would like get hurt, but I don't want to kill it.
Yeah.
But if it were to go down, like
yeah.
it would be unconscious. But only if it were to touch the cage.
Sure. No, I'd let it happen. It'll do an int save, right? Phantasmal Force.
Yeah, it'll do an int save, and I can concentrate on that for up to a minute.
You got it. You
So
succeed.
it believes
What
it
is
is
what
stuck
is your
in,
force?
it believes that it is stuck in a cage where lightning is the cage. So like it knows it should look like it, if it were to touch it, it would get hurt. And I'm just gonna hold the cage around the owlbear in hopes that it won't run away, and we can try to talk to it a bit more and make sure that it's not going to attack the town. Otherwise, I'd like to finish it right now. Well, it's already weak.
Okay. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Start of the
Gain
next
of-
round. Anam. Would you like to do anything? Or are you gonna wait to see what it does?
Finish him.
We've got like 10 rounds before it's
Guys?
really a problem.
Guys,
I'm
hit
gonna.
that refresh button real quick.
I just tried to move my character.
New York looks like it's operational
shit.
again.
It's up.
Oh, it's back up.
He rolled back the server.
He did. He was talking about how this has been the worst and I feel bad for him. It's been like one of the worst days of his life because he's trying to. He had this whole server upgrade ready to go, and then ended up just fucking it up. I feel
Being
bad.
the worst ever. Okay, yeah, I'm in.
Who is he?
Guy who
Okay.
owns play.gg.
The person who owns Play.gg.
Steve.
Patrick.
Steve Eves.
This is Discord. This is their Discord.
Stevethan.
Stevenson.
I never have to roll dice in D&D Beyond intentionally again.
Okay, so it's Nom's turn. You can do whatever you'd like. You know the owl
Fuck.
is.
You know what? D&D Beyond might have been better.
No, I mean that's what he rolled in D&D Beyond too. It was one more in D&D Beyond. It's slightly better, but not by much.
So this is actually a very interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to use Psybolster's Knack to fail an ability check using a skill or a tool. I haven't failed anything, so I can't use that here. Right?
Yeah, I don't think you can use it on stealth checks because you don't technically ever fail or succeed. Because technically you succeeded against people who have low perception, which in the party. Yeah. No, I don't think you could use Cybolster Knack on that kind of check.
The dumb game. I'm just kidding. I'm going over here.
I feel like, yeah. I would let it go through on like a perception check, of course, because if it's something that you couldn't perceive that you failed the check on, but like a stealth, yeah, it's too broad. Are you going over there?
I'm going over here. If I see that it is about to let out a scream, I'm readying a dagger throw.
Sure.
And I do still have effects, so I'll have advantage.
Ripple.
No, we're not pirates.
Are ye mateys?
Let's see.
It's funny that unprepared all of your spells, it looks like. Even though you have them. They're here. I don't have to re-import them, but they just unprepared.
Yes. Yeah, that was exciting. So we're trying to talk to it, correct?
I'm hoping.
Well, you heard me say something to it. And then I went to this move back away.
Boy.
And I've got it. I guess you can't tell, but I think it believes it's trapped in a cage.
I don't know what I would do, to be honest, without etiquette.
Like at this point, I mean, you would have seen me.
It looks like it doesn't want to fight. Right. It looks like it.
I'm gonna
purely
I'm gonna
defensive.
prepare another chromatic orb, and if it starts charging at us before the turn ends, that's
Sure. Bricks them.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself. As a bonus
Okay.
action,
You are no longer invisible.
which is fine.
Get ready to charge. Look at that automation in that dice. Just happens. Love you.
I'm gonna take a couple steps and say, what's his name again?
Lindar.
There we go. We've talked to Wyndham before coming here, and he was deeply remorseful for what happened on that day.
Okay, do a persuasion check or animal handling, whichever one is higher.
I'll definitely take animal handling.
In its state, it seems to back down even a little bit more. You know, it seemed to have got through at least some amount.
I think that's my turn as bonus action that I'm talking about.
Okay. Gabagulio.
I'm going to ready a Toll of the Dead. And I believe that's it, because I'm holding concentration on Phantasmal Force for a minute. And if I want to ready that, that's kind of my whole turn. So that's it for me.
It is your whole turn. Okay.
You are.
It's
done.
gonna. It's gonna look like it. It is no longer. It doesn't want to fight, but it looks very frightened. It looks around it, extremely frightened. Ripple's a wizard. He knows what Phantasmal Force is, so he would have an idea as far as what's happening. It just looks scared. No one else.
Very
Anam,
true. He would
Krizor,
know
and
what
Brixham
I
just
cast.
see it sitting
just-
in place and looking scared around it, not at anyone. But it does not look like it is
And, I mean,
aggressive at all. It just looks terrified.
On my turn, I told them what I had done. So he thinks he's in a cage. And then I have my turn.
Okay. Krizor, would you like to do anything?
I would like to pop out of the tree, walk out a little bit. I'll put my bow away, and I'll kind of head more toward people.
Okay. So we're gonna drop out of turn order. Since no one is aggressively acting towards it, and it is not aggressively acting towards anyone. It currently isn't saying anything because it is just terrified.
The cage will go away in a minute, and I can drop it if we want.
Okay, you have a little bit of time to discuss while it's not doing anything but being scared.
I can
But it is
only
not
hold this
responding
for
directly
about
to anyone either.
like 50 seconds, guys. So we got to figure out what we want to do.
Oh, it's terrified right now. It doesn't want to fight us.
I'll drop concentration.
It just collapses, looking very tired, and just looks at the unconscious form of Lindar, and just you see like flashes of anger, and then it just goes away. It just turns its head away and just kind of limps a little bit backwards.
I'm gonna take a step forward and ask if I can help it.
She kind of turns around a little bit, and I just don't understand why you're protecting him.
All lives should be saved.
If you know what
Oh wait, I can't understand this.
yeah.
Yeah, out of the entire group, you're the only one that's completely left in the dark.
He's just like, why does he get to live? And I
Translate that to common so everyone knows what she said.
and it attacks.
I'll say to it, are your crimes of taking the village, we agreed it's a village, village's children outweigh what he's done?
You see a small amount of fight in her pop up, not to the point where she's going to attack, but she like perks up and that town was built on the corpse of my child. They deserve it.
Did you
I know.
translate that to us?
Yeah, I just did.
Oh.
I
They
have,
well, albeit naively, they wanted to move your child to a safer location so that they might build something for themselves. They had no intention of harming your child.
I'm playing translator for Ripple.
Ripple, you can make an animal handler persuasion check.
It is the same check.
Go for it.
Once I figure out what screen I'm on. I crit!
She just turns around and looks at Brixham, and then Ripple and's like, I don't know if I know how to move on.
I'll translate that back to them.
Oh boy. Weren't we great at therapy?
What if
is she gonna
What
attack
if
the
she-
carrier?
He has an 8 charisma. He's out of his depths at this point.
what if she adopted some of the children from the town and helped care?
Oh
for them?
yeah, let's just send a bunch of children out into the woods to be raised like an
Gryffindor
owl
doesn't see
bear
what's wrong
and-
with this.
and form a new city called Romulus.
I think you should just tell her sometimes life's not fair, but at this point, they gotta just call it even. She's killed
don't
other
die.
people's kids. I'm not gonna get into a philosophy debate with the aberration. No, beast,
Monstrosity.
monstrosity.
What could they do to help you move on?
I don't know. Just moments ago, I would have said, bring me him, but it doesn't seem right.
Would,
Seems like
Maybe
you already started
would his death have filled the like filled the hollow in? Like you have your what's left of your life to live.
I don't know. He's not dead. How would I know the answer to that question?
Speaking with animals, if you look at him, it doesn't look like he has much longer to go. That's any consolation for you.
It doesn't. It doesn't bring anyone back.
I won't attack them anymore, but maybe I'll find something somewhere else. I don't know.
May you find peace in your journey.
Hopefully in the future I'll look back on this day and think that I've made the correct choice. And she just slowly walks into the woods, fades away into the bushes. You can still hear her for quite some time, though. She's a large owl bear.
Massive, some would say.
See,
3
Gabagoolio,
minutes on. This is very awkward.
I'll go wake up.
Sure, he wakes up. And he just like...
I feel like she's just gonna go kill another town of people.
Yep, not this one.
And that means we succeeded.
Yep.
Did we just
That
work
would be
ourselves
another-
into another
would be
job?
Let's go, Wyndham.
That would be a different but easier solved problem. This one had a
Lin-
moral conundrum with it. That
Yeah.
At this point, she's no longer... There's no moral conundrum if she just goes and kills an entire other town of people.
Yeah.
I mean, other than we could have finished it here and then now, and
No, it's fine. He like wipes off some of the blood in his ear and says, I should be dead right now.
we told you you wouldn't, and you haven't.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really believe you. I just kind of did this to hope to atone for something. I thought I had consigned to die. Thank you very much for me not dying.
you gotta trust people.
Would you trust someone if they told you a gigantic owl bear wasn't going to kill you? If it
Well,
hated
to be
your guts?
fair, the one who just asked you that also didn't believe you were going to live. I, however, knew you were going to live.
I said we'd try. I didn't say we wouldn't succeed.
And I appreciate that. But you need to see where I'm coming from. Giant owl bear. I am an old man.
5 against
Thank you,
1.
You don't even you're in third place for glorious gray beards in this small group of people. Don't put yourself down.
I'm older than both of you, trust me.
It's
Or
true.
not
100.
We're
Oh,
all
no, you-
teenagers.
I'm supposed to be 150, but I'm only 30.
Correct. I feel slightly better. I will, if everyone is okay, go back to my cabin and live out the rest of my days, and at least know that the town is safe.
You look like we should probably walk you back to your cabin.
Oh, I mean, yes. Sorry, I meant. Sorry, I thought that was implied. I am
We
in a
just
lot
out
of
loud
pain.
go, well, we'll let you walk back to your house unaccompanied now.
Hope the
You
owl
just hear
bear
the trees
actually
rumbling
Owl
like-
left.
From like 100
Get him
feet
down,
away.
he's free.
And then he was mauled mercilessly by an owl bear. Completely
shreds,
unrelated.
man.
It
What
was a
happened?
completely different owl bear.
Because no one knows what I said.
The shreds, you say.
Should have had better owlbear insurance.
Okay, he makes it back. You are able to, make sure he gets back to his house okay. He seems all safe. He looks like he's gonna go take a good old long sleep to heal up. Make sure some of these wounds are gone. And you can make your way back to the Prancing Pony if you would like to talk to the innkeeper. Okay. You make your way back to the familiar location of the Prancing Pony, and the innkeeper sees you guys come in and says, hey, you guys are still alive. Welcome back.
Did you think a simple owl bear would ever get us down?
I don't know if simple's the right word for that, but
We fight werewolves on our
You
free
never
time as a family bonding event.
Family.
Family. This is always in character too, by the way.
Oh yeah,
I know. I know. He just gives you, he's like, huh.
I like to
Okay.
imagine we all lose all emotion from our face and
Yep.
blank stare
Yeah.
forward, and then we just kind of like snap out.
Forward.
Then we snap out of it, like, and then just right back into conversation.
Yeah, this is nothing, as if nothing happened at all.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, it's
Why we don't use magic.
he he's like, oh, he looks a little bit weirded out, but it's like, okay. I have heard that you've dealt with the issue. As for your information, we know that Malhoun was headed to the east towards a place that none of us go to, which I believe I already told you, but we do know that he was looking for something there specifically and would be spending a little bit of time there. And then he was going to head farther east after that to the eastern end. Do you have any other specific questions? I only had a small conversation with him, so I don't know.
Didn't you say you were going to take us there the fast way?
Oh, no, I was letting you have the horses to get there the fast way. That's right. Thank you.
We already knew where it was. Yes.
I was giving you the speed to get there. That's right.
Who should
Yeah.
we ask when we get there for more information? Who would be the best person we could
There's-
look for?
There's no one to ask. No one lives there. It's cursed.
Ruins.
So there's nobody else along the way that we could checkpoint ask for Malhoun about between here and where we're going to make sure that we're still going the right way.
Not really.
Okay.
This is about the closest town you're gonna get that one. Like, we're even a little bit
Okay.
close to it, if we're gonna be honest.
Fair enough.
And we are being honest, aren't we?
I mean, I have
are.
no idea where geography wasn't my strong suit.
That's okay.
Didn't you say you were a geography major?
No.
Never.
Sports.
I swear. Sports is not a major. Sports is an extracurricular.
But I sports.
But he's.
They put me in classes.
I could have sworn when we were dealing with werewolf, you'd said that you were focused in geography.
Well, you guys decide. I mean, what would you guys like to do next? I do have to feed some cats, but before we go on break, are you just
time
heading
of
right
day
out
is
there? It's about midday, so you can go on the road for a little bit and camp, and then get there near the morning of the next day if you wanted to.
Yeah, I would like a rest before we get to wherever we're
Yeah, we
going.
got bopped.
Yeah, and I
Sure.
spent most of my slots healing everybody.
I would short rest, for sure.
You guys could short rest in the tavern and then go, or you could wait the rest of the day and then head out, and then you would get to this cursed place at around nighttime.
Would we have
I
to
don't
rest in
necessarily
the
wanna-
first place?
You would most likely have to rest in the cursed place if you left, because it's about a full day's travel is when you'd hit there. You could also rest now, get up, go halfway there, rest again, and then go the rest of the way.
So we could short rest, go halfway,
And then
long
travel,
rest.
and then, sure.
Yeah.
That might be best.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm slapping that short rest button while you're feeding cats.
Sure. And I'll move you to the next scene. Because as you are getting to the end of your night and about to set up camp, you do come across your good friend, the traveling merchant.
Wait, are we
He's,
short resting or are we long resting?
Well, you're
We
short resting
rested,
and
but
then
I
the
was
long
worried
rest.
that I was worried on the trail to where
Yeah.
we made camp, we would have a
Yeah.
random encounter and all of us are beat to shit.
Yep.
Gotcha. I didn't actually roll that.
Okay.
There we go.
And now, okay.
BRB.
I'll be
Weird,
right back.
everybody
Somebody got hurt and I didn't.
You hit in a tree.
Yeah. Worked great.
I'm back.
I remain here.
So I bought a new bike.
Interesting.
Pedal bike?
Yeah.
What kind?
It's a Kona Unit X.
What type
wait.
of bike is that?
It is a hardtail, like baby mountain bike slash backbiking bike.
Okay.
It looks like that. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like just a decent all-arounder.
Yep.
There you
Yeah.
go.
It should be a little bit more relaxed of a ride than my current bike. And it's everything on it is basically like 2 to 3 steps nicer than my current bike.
I cannot remember at all what I have for a bike because I haven't used it since, well, before COVID, because I've had like basically I've had two kids since I stopped using that bike. But it was a nice, it was like one of the ones that's I guess a trail bike. Oh fuck, I know
Yeah,
where
so-
I bought it. What brand do you guys
So
sell?
sort of like this bike if it had a thinner tires.
Yeah,
Yep.
like a hybrid for road and trail kind of thing.
Yeah.
God damn it, what brand
I'm back.
Are you?
I think so.
Can you prove it?
Yeah. I just did.
Go ahead.
No, I just did.
We're waiting.
No, but I just did.
We're waiting.
Everybody. I did.
Look, butthole scan hasn't come back positive yet. Don't know if you're live.
Well, that's not
That
you. not
is
me.
the only form of identification we're willing to accept.
Yeah,
I know.
It would
you
be
actually,
it would be a nice break from looking at Keegan's bicycle spokes.
you have to fax it to the IRS under our social security number.
Which we will not be giving to you. You have to figure it out.
Yeah, you just use them all.
Do you remember your tax ID pin
What?
that you had set up last year?
Oh fuck no.
Who?
Every year, you can set up a unique tax ID pin when you file for your taxes in the United States, and they will not tell you what it is if you
Correct.
set it up.
That seems dumb.
And you can only use it for the next year, then you'll reset it.
Oh. Okay. Is everyone here? Are we all here live?
Mhm.
Has everyone else's butt scans come back?
Positive,
Yep, that's
yeah.
what we're waiting on.
Okay. So, you come across.
But where is it? You
as
can't just
you-
talk your way out of this. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, I can, and I will.
Yeah.
You, stumble upon the traveling merchant. Again, he sees you all there. Well, howdy. How's everyone doing? Heard ya helped out a lot in the last town.
We did what we could.
You did a lot.
Doing
Don't
well.
be so humble.
Humble's his middle name, and I point at Freezor.
I basically survive off of books and pumpkins.
The books are more of a treat. Pumpkin's where the nutrition comes from.
Well,
Books are a discouraged treat, to be clear.
yeah, please don't eat any books in my car. I do have a pumpkin though, if you'd like a pumpkin.
Oh,
shit.
I recently had one fried up and it was really impressive.
I have a fryer, sadly. It's just gonna be raw if you're okay with that.
Yeah, I always am.
You can boil it in a pot if
wait.
you need to.
Nope. I've got alchemy supplies. I'm gonna cast create bonfire, slap down a cauldron, and toss that baby in oil.
We're getting fancy.
You set up a nice little essentially deep fryer on the other side of the road, and then you fry it up real nice.
Roadside fried pumpkin.
I would bring him some.
Sure. He
Was-
eats a little bit and like, this is great. Actually, no, do an alchemy supply roll. That's not cooking. I want to see what we have here. How good is this pumpkin?
Ripples roadside fried pumpkin.
What guidance? Oh, too late.
God damn. It's fantastically fried. He
I'm a wizard in the kitchen.
best damn
Oh,
pumpkin I've ever had.
That slit his throat.
He, so taking it by you guys taking this road, you're gonna go to that structure on the way over there, Cursed place.
Yeah. Why are you headed that way?
Oh, I stop here. Some people go to the cursed place to go find out things or go past it. I tend to stop here and go the long way around, but I'll stop here for a day, sell anyone any weapons or anything they need. I usually, like I said before, I usually try and go where the adventurers go and give them any supplies they need.
Are you headed the long way around now or back?
I'm heading the long way around. I'll stop here for a day, see if anyone else comes by. Then I'll head north,
Maybe we'll see you on the other
go
side.
around it. Maybe. I'll be a little bit behind you though. Depends if you stop in town or not. You did lose about a day on the wolf by staying in town, or half day. He's like 2.5 days behind you now.
Yes, but then we got horses.
You did get horses, so now you're going fast. It is also a wolf, though.
But it's not a horse.
Yeah.
It's true. You will gain a little bit more ground.
Guys, don't pretend to know if the wolf is riding a horse. My immersion.
Shit, I'm sorry.
We take
And
it
he pulls the alchemy jug out again and says, "Want to try another riddle?"
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we had it last time, but all right.
I know that's a tough one. I did not make the answer for that one, but I stick by the person who gave it to me.
If we don't get it, can you use this to make a cream cheese for us?
What?
I cannot make cream cheese with an alchemy jug. Can make mayonnaise.
What if it's warm cream cheese and it's like a little bit runny?
Would you like me to make you mayonnaise but call it cream cheese?
Creasor probably doesn't know the difference.
You would know when he bit into the pumpkin. Okay. So I'm gonna theme it a little bit off of last time's answer. Where can a horse jump over a tower and make it disappear?
Tower?
Mm-hmm.
Make the tower or the horse disappear?
Make the tower disappear.
Is this a 9/11 joke, Mike?
No. It's a singular tower.
Until the follow-up joke where the second tower comes down.
Immediately, guys, there's a second tower. And immediately, there wasn't.
Okay.
We're thinking.
Sure. No, you take your time. We got all night.
Jump over a tower, make it disappear.
Can you paste it in chat so I can see it?
Are you trying to get me to paste the answer by accident?
Nope. I need to offload the processing of remembering what I'm thinking about.
Oh.
He said, "Oh, you got it."
I'm gonna walk close to Gabagulio because I don't want the answer to be wrong, and I'm gonna whisper in his ears. Remember that game we played at Mom and Dad, our house, because we live with Mom and Dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, checkerboard. I always forgot the name of it.
Oh, yeah,
Chess.
yeah, you're right. It is chess.
Yeah.
You're right. The knight is a horse who can jump over the rook and make it disappear.
Hey, what we could do? Say it.
Is it chess?
I whispered it.
I said it a little bit
Are
louder.
you saying it to the entire group, or are you?
Yeah,
Yeah, group effort.
Rick. Yeah, it's chess.
Family meeting, please. Family meeting.
Family.
Classic
Family.
family.
You know that
Family.
unless
I
you
was
say
saying it to
final
us.
answer, I
Like,
could
we're-
hear it, and I'm not going to count
Right,
it, right? You
right.
don't have to whisper.
Right,
No,
exactly.
We got this one. We got this one.
That's what I mean. I'm saying it to us, not the jar.
Slow your roll, old man. We'll guess in our due time.
No, that's fine. You take your time, but you also can say it out loud. And unless you say final answer, I won't count it. So don't feel like you have to huddle.
Family.
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 But I do feel like we learned that last.
Family.
I think that is definitely the answer.
So it's chess. Okay, great.
I think it has to be because I can't think of another example.
Final answer.
Chess.
You guys will finally have your fucking unlimited mayo.
Why can't you
Just
just
so
be
you
happy
know,
for
I
us?
was also being productive and rehashing an old
So many chins.
How many chins do you get per riddle?
That is the answer. The answer's technically a chessboard, but I'm obviously going to give that to you. That seems kind of rude if I didn't. It's not just the game. But yeah.
That would have been like
Here
in
you go.
Jeopardy when you don't say like what is.
Right? That would have been like the what if. But it says where can a horse, and it's like chess isn't a location.
Yeah, exactly. But it's the level of specificity.
Right. But no, he gives you the alchemy jug. You have an alchemy jug now. Have fun with your mayonnaise.
Yeah.
We now have an unlimited supply of acid and other things.
Can we make acid mayonnaise?
Sure.
Aioli?
Wait a minute.
I think that'll catch on.
But anyway, well, I'm gonna probably turn in for the night. You guys make good use of that. See what I can do. Maybe I can procure another item. It's been if I do see you again, it's been a fun little game. I do like to do this occasionally with adventurers if I see them. If they're repeat customers. Riddles are fun, kind of my thing.
I want everybody to watch me put mayonnaise on the pumpkin from out of nowhere.
Was it good?
No.
I didn't say I was gonna eat it.
Oh, is Creaser eating it though?
Here you go, Creasor.
He's eaten so much worse than this.
He was eating these raw, so I don't
All right.
He's
On a
also
He has
one,
eating
that on a
books.
2, it's good. It's good.
He
You guys
likes
should
it.
actually try this. Maybe it's just the pumpkin, but the pumpkin was really good. Pumpkin and mayo. Really pretty stellar.
No one says anything. No one wants it.
No, you don't need to share, Creasor. You can keep it all to yourself, buddy.
Yeah, it's
He,
all
uh,
yours.
He does the same thing where he walks over to the lantern and folds it up. Puts in as it goes, or the standing lamp he folds up into a lantern and tucks it away. Goes into his wagon. Yeah, just be careful out there tomorrow. It's not a good place. Be careful. Rest up.
Thanks.
I'll be here in the morning because I'm actually just going to stay here for the next couple of group. Well, if another group comes by, occasionally they do. We'll see. He goes to sleep.
And then we get a long rest, hopefully.
You do get a long rest.
Yeah.
What we've always wanted.
Woo. Okay.
And that extra bonus level up, that's pretty cool too.
Not yet. But very soon.
That would have been if we killed the owlbear, but we didn't.
I don't tend to do that where I change.
That's the bluff this campaign. It's all experience-based leveling.
Oh, that would be so terrible.
What if I give you a
Okay.
crisp $1 bill?
If you can somehow get that to me through a microphone, I'll level you up.
Okay.
I am looking at the picture of the
Put the
alchemy
microphone
jug,
in your
and I
mouth.
didn't realize that each hole is different. There's a mayonnaise hole that you
There is
open
mayonnaise
up.
hole.
Gross.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
Okay.
I'll get an alchemy jug for stream.
So, you all wake up.
Covered in mayo.
Wow. Wow.
Oh boy.
Family.
Family!
You asked
He outdid himself.
and this time, rather than be being in a almost void-like area with mist on the outskirts of it. You are in what looks like a tavern with multiple family tables.
Oh, this is amazing. Yo, did yourself, sir.
Thank you. I tried.
I call this a...
I'm
It
taking
is-
an A because I was an A student. Gabagulio, take one of the Fs.
I'm taking Y because question everything.
Uh,
I
everything's
enjoy that
all...
the family does not sit together.
We all
Everything
want
looks
to be
like-
depressed in our own little ways.
You know the cast iron pots that are usually by a fireplace that keep the room humid?
Yes.
I'm gonna go dump the rest of the mayo in that.
Why?
Well, otherwise I'm walking around with 12 pounds of mayonnaise. Where else is it gonna go?
You're always gonna have that though.
You don't have to dump it out.
Okay,
never
fine.
ending.
I won't. If it's not my fault if you don't want the room humid, you can just say it.
I don't know that we want it to smell like cooking eggs, you know?
Yeah, I don't want it mayo humid.
No. It wouldn't smell like cooking eggs. It would
Humid and then there's
smell like
mayo humid.
burning mayonnaise.
That's great.
That is a very different smell.
Also true. That's way.
Ugh.
I don't want it.
He-
Mayo incense.
The figure looks around. Is everything here to your liking? There are the tree houses outside, and
It's
the
perfect.
accommodations. There's some woods. Happy
Could
to see
you
everyone
get-
again.
Could you give us a 30-foot portrait of mother and father over the fireplace?
Actually, yes, that one's pretty easy. I can do that for sure.
What about a water slide?
It's possible. That one could be a little bit more difficult. I could probably, as far as water slides go, I'd have to actually. No, yeah, no, I can definitely give it a shot.
I would settle for a lazy river.
I too will settle for a lazy river. It is settled.
That's good.
You settled.
I've been trying while you were gone to work out exactly when you guys show up, see if it has any form of consistency. I don't actually. I didn't get very far. I do know that you showed up this time because I finished things. So, that's that. Technically, it's supposed to be whenever you need it most. I still don't fully understand that. How's everything been going?
Are you new to this?
I think so. I still don't know who I am.
Well,
I
Bill,
think I'm
I'm staring at him.
I
Staring at him.
from what I can find, I am both very, very old and also most likely dead.
Do you
Fair.
find that
If-
reassuring?
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I felt a very wide range of emotions when I figured that out. If you
Does that mean that we're also all dead?
No.
Oh.
No. Living heroes do not go in and out of Heroes or Spite. They tend to just be here either permanently or whatever, with whatever god or whatever they worship. So there's that. Yeah, if you there are certain items that can potentially bring back memories out there. If you could possibly bring one back next time, that could help. Maybe.
I'm trying to play this on the piano.
Do a performance check.
Hold on.
You
hold
don't.
on. I might be able to find one that's that but bad. Hold on.
It sounds terrible.
Yeah, I bet.
But how has everything been? I feel like it's been a short. I mean, I don't really understand how time flows. It's been a short amount of time, but how's everything been?
Good.
I mean, we met a mama owl bear. Well, her
Ooh,
children is dead, so
That's depressing.
It was. It almost was
That's-
even. It almost also involved the death of an old village elder, but it did involve a bunch of dead children.
Yeah, it killed the kids in the town.
I do not envy you having to deal with that. What happened to the owl bear?
Oh,
we
let
talked it down
go.
and we beat the shit out of it, talked him down, and let him go.
I made it think
Okay.
it was in a lightning
It was
cage.
the story of revenge.
Could I offer you a swig of mayonnaise, sir, for these troubling times?
No,
There's so many other things.
I don't
we
need to
can do with
eat.
that.
I don't want to. I don't need to. I don't need to eat, and I definitely don't want to eat mayonnaise.
He's probably so old that he predates mayonnaise.
No, well, maybe. We'll have to find out.
Will we?
I.
Which
You
part
made
would
me-
you like us to research? Would you like us to research your age and you research into the creation of mayonnaise? Or are we
Sure.
switching roles?
Either one's fine. I can't do much. I can do some. I mostly just create a place for you guys in here. But I think I've done some research. It's just harder to. I'm also here to mention that if you would like to, the first boss, the first villain, has opened up. I've
Oh, practice villains? Yeah.
It's not a
What
practice.
if
villain.
we lose to the practice villain?
You do nothing. You just leave. Not permanently. You just get pushed out.
No.
Perfectly
well,
fine.
let's go give it a run.
I would know.
Dude,
It popped up, but I wouldn't quite. I'd wait a little bit more powerful. I'm just letting you know it exists.
can we go see it without just fighting it?
Sure. I'm just-
How firm is his handshake?
He'd break your arm.
I like the cut of his jib.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You're just outside.
I feel like he'd like to cut us into giblets.
Good one.
So, in the distance, you see what looks like a motionless figure. It is a giant hulking figure with a crown, a massive torso, many, many, many arms, and many, many, many swords. And an axe. And an axe. Sorry, he's got one axe.
I know what it is.
You could do a No. Yeah, no, do a history. No, do a history check. Do a history check. We'll see.
Can I give myself guidance?
Sure. You do not.
Do I know what it is?
You also can do a history check. You would
Another
know. You wouldn't know exactly what it is, but you would know that it is a creature from a long time ago that. Sorry, I have a cat that's just currently just hanging out. From a very long time ago, that his name that used to graft things onto its body. That's what the various different arms are.
Is Godric the Grafted?
Yes.
We're fighting Godric the Grafted?
Yes. Villains from video games. Prominent villains. Technically, he's like. Yeah, don't step into that. You're just gonna die instantly. Death
What?
blight. I'm
You
joking.
didn't even put up like a handrail?
But I would say come back in a bit.
Oh, but he looks so cute.
Yeah, that sounds
No,
great.
no.
Oh, hey guys, we got that important thing we gotta go do.
He
So much bigger than Brixie.
Okay, well, if you
We should bring him a
whatever you'd
dragon
like to
head.
go. You do see that there's one on the ground near him.
God damn it! I can't even give him a present.
And if you all like to go, I'll work on the water side if at all possible, or spend a little bit of time here.
How about a herb garden?
I
can do an herb
whisper.
garden as
I
well.
whisper to him on the way out. Could you make the piano only hearable by Gabagulio?
Yeah, I think I should be able to do that.
Perfect. Make that one the top priority. Everything else is secondary.
Cool. And once again, as you're all leaving, or this time as you're all leaving, he looks at Gabagulu. He just looks sad.
What's wrong,
It's nice
buddy?
seeing
He
you
sadly
again.
looks at Gabagulio. Just
why
right
do
at
I
him.
why do I make you depressed?
I don't know.
You have that effect on a lot of people, to be fair.
I don't think that that's because.
Wait, is this
I don't
Gabagulio's
know.
dad?
No.
He doesn't look like him.
I don't understand.
I don't look like my dad.
Well,
I
That's
don't.
because you're adopted.
We're all adopted.
You're all adopted.
Wait, what?
My mom was murdered by someone.
My parents left me in the woods.
My grandfather was a warlock.
I don't think I had a
He looks.
grandfather.
He looks even more sad at that mention of that.
I think he's sad about my grandfather.
Did you know Gabagulio's grandfather?
I didn't.
I don't.
What's your
I
grandfather?
don't know.
His name was
maybe.
Spaguglio. And he owned this book
He-
before me. And then I hold up the book.
did I know Gabagulio's grandfather?
No.
I didn't.
Did I
You
know
like-
Gabagulio's grandfather?
He just focuses on the book, and just like, almost like when you stare into nothing, like you stare at something but you're not actually staring into it, and then he kind of snaps out of it and says, I don't know. Every time I see it, I feel like I feel sad. I feel like I deserve to be here for some reason by myself.
Oh my god, he's Gabagulio's grandfather.
I am not.
Wow.
I am not.
Freezor.
Wait a minute. I think I figured things out. I'm Gabagulio's grandfather.
And at that, you're all gone. You leave here as a spite.
Oh, I thought you just meant
This is
dead.
the
No.
I
opposite,
thought you said heroes fight.
the opposite of Gorgug from Fantasy High. Everybody is my grandfather.
I'm Gabagulio's grandfather. No, I'm Gabagulio's grandfather.
Oh man.
For reference, Gabagulio's grandfather was the thing that was speaking in the tower in Avirath.
It's nice to call it a thing.
Not actually him, but it was like a version. It was like an image, like a memory, let's say.
Yeah, he was in the first campaign that took place hundreds of
He was in the
years
first
before
campaign. He
this.
was in the one shot at the very end because he was the tower
Yeah.
at that point.
He died twice, or was it 4 times?
Three
Five-
times.
3 times?
3 times. And I didn't kill
I
him.
killed
once.
him once.
I killed him
You did?
twice.
Oh no. You okay? He died twice by Mega, and then one by I think Frank.
We fought against him twice.
3 times.
Oh, then I died as him. He died 4 times then, because he died as I was controlling him once too.
Okay,
Right?
that's true. Anyway, yeah, you died a lot. He died a lot. That was a lot of death. But yeah, so you are able to get on the road to
Again.
this place. Yeah, you're able to get on the road again.
Sing it.
No, and
Yeah.
you you travel about half a day, and you come to what looks like a scarred and darkened, like covered ground, and you can see into the distance, not 5-10 minutes walk, what looks like the crumbled remains of a large dark metal tower, broken into many pieces. You feel very uneasy.
I bet this place is cursed.
If only Don Quixote was here with us to charge the tower.
Before we head in, I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on us.
I will recast my mage armor for the day.
Okay.
And I guess I'll get telepathy going.
Roll your stuff.
6 hours.
Let's go. Who's going to be telepathic this time?
Well, it's always Gabagulio +1, so
Who's the +1? Who's Gabagulio's +1?
I'll do Kreezor this time.
It's probably got to be Kreezor, right? Because we can't. Is it dark as shit here?
It is darkening.
good
It
point.
is definitely darker here. Even though it's midday, it is definitely darker here.
I'm just wondering when he goes invisible on us, so that it probably.
It's
behooves
not
us.
dark vision at the moment. It doesn't look like it gets to dark vision levels here. But it does definitely looks like it's overcast without any clouds. Like there's no clouds or anything, it's just overcast. The light level is overcast. But yeah, would you like to go toward the tower? Would you like to scout out around it? You don't see any movement at the moment around it. You have a very big sense of unease.
I would like to stealth myself up and do a little scouty.
Sure.
And
Roll
I'd put on
stealth.
a nom and be
first.
like, "You go clockwise, I go counterclockwise."
That's
kind of deal.
exactly what I was thinking.
I send the
We'll
Raven
both
out
roll.
to do
Stealth
some
boys,
scouting.
go.
That was such a terrible roll. I currently have a
With a plus 10.
18.
Both of you guys rolled terribly.
I know.
3 and a 6. But you
But
still
it doesn't
like,
matter.
It doesn't matter.
You got that
That was
reliable
the
talent.
pass without a trace.
It was
MVP.
passed without a trace. That's really what did it. Otherwise, we're looking at a
Um,
14 and a 12.
You're pretty stealthy. You feel pretty stealthy. And you do your stuff. Both of you can make perception checks for me. Or so you're looking around. Are you looking for before you make the checks? Are you looking for anything like tracks or anything, or are you just looking in general? Because that'll kind of change the check you make. 'Cause I know
I
you're
would
here for
be-
Malhoun. So what is the?
I would be looking for like traps, entrance, like little spy holes that he's peeking out of with his little beady ass eyes.
Sorry, I didn't say traps. I meant tracks. Like, are you trying to track him, or are you trying to look around to see what you were saying? Like,
Scout the tower.
oh, okay. Scout the
Was
tower.
my
So that would-
like
That'd be perception then.
yeah.
It'd be also general.
Okay, perception.
Oh,
No plus 10 on that one.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
You don't see
Is
much
there a
other than
really
a bunch of pieces of
well-beaten
tower.
path?
You don't. There does seem to be some form of footsteps that walk toward the center, and then you don't really see much. You don't really see anything that walks away from the center where the tower pieces are. But as far as looking if there's any peepholes or anything or any place anyone would be hiding, you can't see. You don't see anything specific, or just at all. You're blind. Rip. Just kidding.
Okay.
You don't see anything though. What would you like to do?
Are we able to just... Like, the tower's pretty heftily destroyed. Can we just step inside of the circle of it? And look in there?
Sure, you
Like,
guys can go up there. There's no... So the way the tower is destroyed is there's no real inside of it anymore. There's just a bunch of rubble in the center. That's where the tracks lead. And you see probably 2, maybe 3 footsteps total. If you want to check on age of track, you can try and do that. Like, see how long ago, possibly.
yeah.
Do a survival check.
Yeah, tell me how old these are.
So you know that one of them is 2 days ago, and one of them's got to be like 10 to 11. They're very faded, almost completely gone.
Now I'm watching me,
This-
like, hasting the dirt off the ground.
Yeah.
Sure. That makes sense.
That's
So,
why
very fresh
Anam
and very
couldn't
old.
tell because you just scooped it up and ate it. Like, oh,
But it came with great insights. We know.
yeah.
Very
no,
fresh
it
and
was
very
great.
old.
It was worth eating. Now that you're poisoned. Just kidding.
The desecrated ground poisoned. So, do we keep? I guess we
So what would you?
keep going.
I send
so.
the,
You
I
could go-
send the Raven up
Yes.
overhead to scout ahead.
You do, sure. You don't see the tracks leading away from the center. If you're wondering, if someone's like, I don't know what to do.
Do we just have to stand in the center and shout after them?
I don't think that that's the correct play. I will message back to Gabagulio that there are tracks leading to the center.
And then I would say that in a quiet voice around me that there's tracks leading to the center. But it's a rubble and wreckage. It's like the tracks lead to rubble and wreckage?
Is that true? Do the tracks lead to rubble and wreckage?
Yeah, and then they stop.
Just like to the middle of the tower. Is it like geographically the dead center?
I mean, it would be
Is the tower floating?
not the. No,
Do I see any signs that like things were moved to like cover up a door or a
you can
passage
do an investigation check.
or something?
Investigation.
What
You
in
do
the
not see any sus-
Actual flying fuck is going on tonight?
You want me to do
Those
it
damn
for
know
you?
what?
servers came back
Fuck
up.
it. There's no reason not to do this. How about now?
You do see you now see some. That was actually really good. Your side die is used because you now succeed.
Yes. Yeah.
And you do see that some stuff has been moved recently in the center. You don't see a door or anything hidden, but there has been moved. Because
Like
you
the
can't
dirt is
see if
scraped
there's
or
anything underneath
something?
it, but you see that there's some moved rubble. There's some moved wreckage. And then maybe it looks like something might have got moved back on top, like back in the way it was. It looks like someone moved something and then moved it back. But there,
Ooh.
for whatever reason, it could be.
Guys, I think there's something here in the middle of the tower. Could be a passageway, could be, or sorry, Gabagulio. I think there's something here in the middle of the tower.
I'll do you want
I mean, I would
you-
also say
you
that
want
to
me to bring
Cruiser
the
as well,
gang?
just because.
do you want me to bring the whole
Yeah.
gang?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys. Come
Can
over
I
here.
take a closer look at this wannabe hole in the ground?
Can I help him with guidance?
Or
You
teleportation
have what you can
circle,
get
or...
at this point, unless you're going to like go up to it.
Oh, I'll go up to it. I ain't.
But like,
smart.
yeah. Are you gonna like touch it? You try and move stuff
I
around.
mean,
You'd have to like
yeah, it
physically.
depends
You'd
what
have
it
to
is.
physically
Yeah.
remove stuff to get. You'd have to move stuff to get any
Yeah, if
more
there's like
information.
debris on top
gotcha.
of whatever it is, I would start moving some debris so that I could see it.
Where is everyone else?
I'm helping Krizor. Or I would be walking toward. I know I'm coming from where we were, so when I get there, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm walking with Brixham.
I was headed over to maybe cast Detect Magic before we start putting our hands on stuff. But I didn't say that before everything else, so I'm okay if it resolves in the wrong way. But
No, you're fine. Anam, were you just were you with the rest of the family, or were you just kind of a little bit like what were you doing?
I mean, I'm towards the center, but keeping an eye out on the surroundings.
So we're all pretty close to the center at this point when Krizor goes and touches some of the rubble to kind of move it aside and see what happens. And
Couldn't say
as he
that.
touches, you're close-ish to the center.
As soon as I
And-
touch the dirt, we all die.
we all
Nope.
teleport
As
to that
you
one
touch-
place in Grackle stuff.
As you touch the dirt, everyone pounces away.
Oh.
Oh man, we're back in Heroes Reproof, right?
Another level?
Um,
Oh man.
I think it attempted to load a map, but it failed.
No, I just preloaded a map.
Oh, okay.
Um, this is what happens. Anyway, you all, the ground kind of crumbles below you, and you all fall. As you hit the ground, I need to do this. I'm just going to reload real quick. It might even reload the whole server, and then everything just blows up.
Might as well update it while you're down.
There we go.
I have to do something that one of the mod add-ons were not letting me do. Everyone feels like it is very oppressive here. The darkness itself seems to be incredibly oppressive. Even those, which I
I'm
believe is
being
literally
oppressed.
everyone with dark vision. I mean, I just paused so that he can just doesn't run around the entire place.
Oh, I was trying to figure out my dark vision is definitely way smaller, and you were just
Exactly.
answering that. Yeah.
I'm updating everyone. There is a module that doesn't let me update it, so I had to disable that. That was sad. Yes, you feel that the darkness of this cave is very, very oppressive as you look up and you can't even see the way out or where you crumbled or anything like that. I need everyone to make an acrobatics check to see how you land.
Oh, I
Let
passed.
me tell you.
What do you mean you passed? I didn't even see you check.
No, I
check.
totally did it.
Check.
Sorry, was that everybody?
Check test. That was not. Yeah, it was everybody. Everyone's doing the check.
So Ripple.
Ripple and
Dex
no.
check. Sorry.
Acrobatics.
Oh.
What's
Acrobatics check?
Yeah.
I built myself
What's
a
your acrobatics
platform
modifier?
to land on.
It's +8.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered.
Okay.
You crit failed.
An ability check doesn't matter whether you crit fail or succeed. So it's plus 9.
Right.
You would know you failed,
9.
and it's a check.
How about now?
Because he can use, what I'm saying is he could use a psionic die because it's a +8 and because it goes up. So you do succeed.
And there's
Ripple, are you still alive? Can you do an acrobatics?
I suppose.
Sorry, you did a wood tools check.
I asked if I could build a platform for me to land on.
No. What's your plus to acrobatic? Oh no,
One.
that's right. You had a 9 for acrobatic. You have the 3. Okay, so Gabagulio,
Yeah.
Kreezor, and Ripple all don't land on their feet and take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Oh no, I would just cast free. I would just cast the feather
You can do that
fall.
too.
Do you include anyone in that, or?
So-
Can I just take the 1 bludgeoning damage?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. like,
I'll target all of us. It's 5.
wait,
You can-
but that's a spell slot.
Oh,
I have to. I'm doing.
Well,
it
we
for-
wouldn't know what the bludgeoning damage is ahead of time, so.
Yeah.
True.
You
true.
wouldn't
No,
know what
fair
it is
enough,
ahead of
fair
time.
enough. Fair enough.
It's also a level 1 spell slot.
But if you are gonna
How
cast,
did you like kill yourself?
Featherfall.
True.
That's
I
rough.
accidentally hit
Oh.
0, and it just.
Let me remove
You
prone.
gotta remember, I only have 2 spell
I
slots
typed
total.
-0, and it was like, "You're dead."
Do you have Featherfall? Expedition's Retreat wouldn't. There we go. Okay, we're good.
Sorry, just click the wrong one.
Okay, that's fine.
I like
Give
the
my die
idea of Expeditious Retreat better, though, that you just run towards the ground.
you fall faster.
yeah.
Yes, you did use a die for 1 bludgeoning damage, but you didn't know I was going to roll minimum. Normally, I roll maximum. So,
No, he casts Featherfall.
is that for everyone? 5
Yeah,
fall.
five.
Ooh. So the 3 of you that failed don't take any damage, but you do not land super well on your feet.
Yeah.
You
We-
don't fully
we land
expect it, except for
softly on our
Ripple. Ripple
butt.
would still get to land on his feet, but the 2 other people would not, because you wouldn't fully expect it. And they'd be like, "Oh God."
I would
Um,
say we're some of the first down the hole, and the the last for the spell to catch us 6 inches before the ground.
Sure. In the center of this cave sits a faintly glowing orb that pulsates with a fiery glow. You feel that light itself has a hard time existing in this cave. As you notice, except for this orb, your vision seems to be restricted. You can hear the sounds of figures moving about, slowly encroaching on you. And this is the best I got for an AI-generated image of an orb in a cave.
A
little bit.
Bad,
A little bit cartoony, but it works. I had to tell it to make it smaller like 10 times
like
because
we're
it was
on
the
Reed.
size of the cave. Right? There are 5 paths that seem to lead in other directions. And around the orb, you can see a message scrawled kind of on the ground around it in common that reads, "Hold the eye and you shall see, but not for thee, only for me."
I'm gonna need that in writing.
I know.
So like,
Wow,
someone else
yeah.
can see through it, but we can't.
I do know, but I can't tell you.
So did this orb just speak to me and say that, or?
No, there's a message on the ground around it.
Oh. I mean, I'm curious about the orb. Is it hot?
I think it's if you touch the orb,
Not
it can
again.
see you.
No,
It doesn't feel. It does not feel warm around it. You can try and touch it if you'd like.
I wouldn't do that.
Does anyone want to tell me what this orb is before I pick it up?
I can,
you
I
have
can,
about
de-
an Arcana
30
check to see
seconds.
what it is.
I can detect
Arcana
magic.
check, sure. You can detect magic too.
I would.
What
let,
would you like to do?
I'd let the smarty pants
23.
take a look first before wasting a pack slot.
I mean, it definitely is magical. It through a 23 in Arcana, you do know that it's powerful magic. You do know that it's not harmful to. It's not at the very least, it's not immediately harmful to the touch. Like it is pick upable without harming you.
Ripple, you can't figure out what this thing is here, and I pick it up and I hand it to him.
Sure. You pick it up.
I saw
in the
that step
world
backwards.
You pick it up,
How are you ever gonna
Um,
figure out what it is without touching it?
and as you pick it up, it does feel cold to the touch, but almost like the heat inside is increasing slightly. But you no longer hear the whispers of the shadows encroaching in. Or that's not the whispers, the sound of the... Well, I guess it would be whispers, because shadows don't really make movement sounds.
Only
It
when
does
I'm
seem to be
holding it.
slowly increasing. Okay, I mean, I don't know if... Did Ripple actually take it from you, or are you actually still holding it?
No, I'm not touching that.
Oh, okay.
I'm like
Yeah,
holding it
this-
out to you.
Well, I think I need to see something over here. Why don't you hang on to that for an unknown amount of time?
I'd be carrying it out. I'd be, but. Okay. Do the shadows
Very good.
react to me walking around with it?
You, as long as you seem to be holding it, you don't hear that same whispers at all.
Oh, cool.
Is it
And
just
no one else
him?
seems to
No
hear.
one,
No,
okay.
no one else seems to hear.
But it is getting hotter, you said.
Correct.
How fast is it
Um,
getting hotter?
And I
bet
can't
you we have to
physically
solve this
move
maze
it, but
now
I
on the
can
time
move
slot.
the light. So there you go. The light will be moved with you. I wish I could actually link it to you, but I can't do that. It doesn't let.
You could just put the light spell on me.
Nope. Because
So
that.
pretty much light.
So the way that light would work in here is it only would still go up to the 30 feet as well. I have to now edit that. So we'll just do this instead. It would be bright 20, but
I just was
Amen.
thought that it was going to do the same thing, so you can take that off.
well, no, I don't know why it's not actually. Is that better? Does that work?
Me.
He sees so much more light than he should.
Bright light is only going out to the 20.
Sure, but the dim's going out for quite a ways. Anyway.
Make the dim 0.
I did make the dim 0. What we're gonna do
Oh,
is we're
weird.
gonna remove light, but I'm gonna give you a light rather than actually, because I can remove the light condition, but I can still give you an actual light.
Get wrecked, y'all.
And your vision's also back.
Alright, this orb is like slightly warmer to the touch now.
You might want to hustle to where I
Um,
do not know.
Is there any hints about a direction on the floor or
Nope.
any of the whispers?
There are just 5 ways you can go.
Oh, looks like we're going north.
Damn.
Greaser, if it gets too hot,
I'll
pass
scout
to
up
me.
front. I like
Oh.
shoo Ripple behind slightly more.
Let me try to make a stealth roll.
Oh goodness.
Bad. He's not past that trace. Everyone
I-
can do stealth past that.
Okay, I'm still trying to
You're
stay
still-
slightly ahead of Ripple.
Correct.
Are you sure you don't want to stay slightly ahead of the man who
So-
has the everybody can see him orb?
There is a
I have dark vision and I can see enough.
passageway to the left, and then to the right there is an outcropping. As you enter this outcropping, a cave that smells like processed trees, sheets of fresh parchment,
Better than
And it has
processed
an-
cheese.
almost tannish hue lies in front of you.
What?
What?
A cave that smells like processed trees and sheets of fresh parchment that also has an almost tannish hue to it lies in front of you.
Is there anything in this
It seems
room?
very out of place. Not
Yet.
yet. There is a relative feeling of unease here.
more so than the rest of the place where there was a strong feeling
Correct.
of unease?
While you have the light, it doesn't really feel as unease. When you drop down and grabbed it, you don't feel that unease. But here in this room, it kind of comes back.
I mean, I'll do a look around the room to see if anything stands out.
You can do a perception check.
Guidance.
Or make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Um,
like this.
you can roll a d4 and also for guidance. Okay, so you take. Oh, I need to actually roll.
300 points of wood damage.
You take 4 psychic damage
It's a lot of
as
wood
the
damage.
flame hits a crescendo and then cools back down.
From my
From the
sexy orb.
Yes. You don't see anything really particular in that cave, other than the smells. You can make out. You can make out that the tan itself also is the same color that a parchment would be.
I would
You put
kind
those
of
two
yip
together.
it taking damage and be like, oh shoot. That hurts. That hurts.
I know we're long
Um,
resting before.
Oh,
and doing
please
so
don't.
wouldn't like do anything except for giving back 1 hit point, so I'm going to long rest just to get that hit point back and my hit die back.
Nope. Sorry, can't happen anymore.
gonna-
Lost the chance. No more long rest. Dead.
Oh,
there
I
anything
will
on
be
the
taking away that psionic die.
Then am I what? And
Or-
anything on the
on the
parchment?
parchment? Yeah.
You don't see anything on the parchment. No. It looks
I'm gonna
like
take
it's
a few
blank.
pages with me.
You take some with you, and then as you leave the chamber, the pages disappear from your hand.
Oh yeah, we're back to things turned into dust. Let's go.
They don't turn to dust; they disappear. I
Same
was
thing.
specific.
They
That's not
disappear
the
into
same thing.
dust. Got it.
All right. This orb's burning my hand, like actively.
Is
Let's.
it burning your hand or is it hurting your brain?
I mean, that brain hurt feels like
That's a
burnt hand.
very good question, Anam, and we
Well,
really
I
need
believe
the
he has
answer.
a
to
hand.
that.
I can't tell the difference.
Because if it's burning your hands, I'll take it all away from you. If it's hurting your brain, then I
You can
can't
keep
be
it.
of much assistance.
You don't see any burn marks on his hands.
All right, that's a bummer.
Okay, the tunnel goes around.
We should all sit on the same tile.
Why? That makes it harder to move.
Family.
All right, everyone
Family.
down 1.
Creaser, make another wisdom saving throw. No, you don't have to right now. I'm just giving you a hard time. Okay, so to the side, another
What's in this
small area,
Single file to hide their numbers.
another small hole. It's a tiny side cave covered in dirt. An almost farm-like feeling with the smell of manure washes over everyone. You see a small hole in the ground that shows a tunnel leading down.
It's the manure cave. Your favorite.
Creaser, come back.
Freezer, why are you running away from the hole?
There's
Yeah,
a
you
hard
go
bed
through
over
the
the
poop.
cruise door.
There's poop
Hit a
here.
hole. There's a hole.
But my hand hurts.
Give me the orb.
Does your hand hurt?
I don't know.
As
The
you, as
inside of
Kreezor,
your face
as
hurts.
Kreezor walks with the orb to the hole, he can see, and he kind of, the light of the orb that he is holding falls down the cave, the little entrance. You can see, almost like an image, 2 Thrycreen placing a small child in the dirt, maybe a week old. One says to the other, "It's best he not know of the troubles of our people," as they slowly descend into the ground. And
Is
out
this
of
your
the
origin
hole,
story?
everyone roll initiative. A shadow comes out of the hole, as if summoned.
Is
And
this
that's where
dad?
we're gonna end it for
Wait.
today. That's where we're going to end it for tonight, because we can't get through a combat. Combat takes a long time.
No.
I'm just gonna cast a quick group sleep.
On us? Ah,
I'll let Brixton keep his new initiative.
You're the man.
But yes, to recap, you walked here, that happened, and then a shadow came out afterwards. Kreezor, as he walked, you notice as Kreezor walked into this area, these events unfolded.
This
And
is
do
a
with that
maze
as
of
you
our
will.
combined minds.
So somebody else would have had to been holding the thing in the other place.
We'll have to find out next week.
Whose
Mike,
Who
origin
here
story?
worked at a paper mill?
Mike, did you not import my character? Or is
What do you
my
mean?
character... I have a
do you mean?
17 wisdom in D&D Beyond, and I have a 15 in Foundry.
Why do you have a 17 DDBM? Is that a roll?
I have
I did import.
no
I imported your
idea.
character. I know that you would have +1 more to your initiative if that is true, but we can figure that out.
Yeah.
I gotta actually figure it out now because we're done. Why are you cheating? Keegan, why are you cheating?
Well, apparently I'm not cheating in Foundry, but I'm cheating in,
What made you think that cheating was a good idea here?
Is really what he defaults to, so it makes sense.
No, I can't even fault him for it. I can't.
You don't have
And
to
I-
talk to him about this. You don't have to say anything to incriminate yourself. You
No,
weren't
why
even
do you
there.
have a 17 wisdom?
yeah, what's going on here? What is giving me wisdom?
Why don't you go into the level up thing and it'll show you?
I could-
Oh!
You go into the level up thing, I will go. Wait a minute, you can click on wisdom, can't you? Bonus
Uh,
factoring modify.